Hey everybody, Cassie's in the parking lot. So, parking lot chat. Wow, y'all, I caught myself slipping a couple of times still, even after I made the correction. I kept saying car lot, Cassie's in the car lot, but I was still saying that. But Cassie's in the parking lot. So this is going to be a super quick one because, as y'all know, I'm looking around, you know. We still have to be careful. We have to be aware of our surroundings, ladies. Day or night. But, and I'm also watching out for my daughter. But this is going to be a real quick one. I haven't done this in a while. I will be sharing this to my Facebook page and YouTube. So make sure that you join me over on both. The links are in the status, okay, or in the description, depending on where you're watching this from. But what I want to know is, how are y'all going to handle this quarantine thing? How are my people who are very social, how are you going to handle this? How are you going to handle being on sort of shut in, I guess we could call it? How are you going to handle this? Now, for my people who are introverts, which I'm pretty much an introvert myself, I mean a real serious introvert, I'm fine. But sometimes, as introverted as I am, I start getting a little anxious, okay, so to speak. Not crazy, but I do start getting a little anxious. I don't know why. Sometimes when I make my videos, just turns dark. My screen turns dark. But anyway, so I'll be fine. But I do like to get out and feel the sun, especially when spring and summer hits, though. Feel the sun on my face, get out and enjoy all that good sunshine and all that stuff, which we can still do that, right? We just can't be in crowds. But, you know, as far as, you know, they're saying right now, we can still go to grocery stores. You know, we have to do the essential things. We can't go hang out. You know, we're not, you know, having parties and for people who go to bars and all that stuff. They're saying no. Cannot do that. But for just to get out of the house, yeah, I believe we can still do that. To get food, I think they say grocery shop, appointments and special appointments, I guess like doctor's appointments and things like that. So yeah, but you know, if you're just going stir crazy, okay, stuck inside the house, or if not being able to do those things will drive you stir crazy, okay, what are y'all gonna do? I know I've been hearing a lot of people saying that, I'm not even going to say millions. It's going to be millions. It's not going to be thousands, but even more. More of the millions of people who were not tuned into social media, those people are now going to be tuned into social media. Okay? So I'm happy with the fact that these measures are being taken. Okay? To keep this thing from spreading even more. Okay? It's out of the box. I'm not going to say contained, but keep it from spreading anymore. And hopefully now, you know, the medical field, government, state, local, feds, big government, hopefully now, once more people are inside and they're not having to worry about people being out spreading it as much, hopefully now then they'll be able to get a good handle on it and start being able to contain it more. Okay, so I'm happy with the fact that something is being done. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? This is kind of just a what's on my mind video. What's on my mind conversation. It really is. Let me touch on health for briefly, y'all. This wasn't going to be one of those videos, but honestly, when I just took that breath, I noticed how much clearer, again, my sinuses are. And if you look at some of my videos, I'm going to link the video to this one. But I was real stuffy a few days ago, real stuffy. But now this is so much better. And I don't like when I get stuffy, I don't like when my sinuses start acting up. So I don't like being stuffy. I don't like being sick at all, which I say this whenever I'm sick, but I don't like it at all. I don't like congestion, don't like headaches, don't like sinus congestion. It's, oh my gosh, sinus congestion is, it's, oh my gosh, it's just something, okay? And I don't like it at all. So I really just do not like not feeling well. Here they come. So I just noticed that I was feeling, oh, nope, not her. So I got another minute. Okay, let me wrap this up. I'm gonna keep this under 8 minutes. But when I took that breath, I just noticed how much clearer my nasal passages are, my sinuses are. And I'm gonna be honest, I personally believe it's because I try to, I can do much better, as I suggest that other people do, but I do practice better immunity boosting habits. Okay, let me put it that way. I really do, because at one time in my life I was so sick, and I had such a weak immune system, and I caught everything. And, you know, I shared this back in 2016 on a testimonial video that I made. But I caught everything. I was sick. I was a sick kid. I was a sick adult. And I was a sick older adult. So, a few years ago, I started practicing better immunity boosting habits, y'all. I did. I started getting more greens in, whether it was eating more greens, taking a green superfood supplement, a green drink that I don't have with me now, but I do have to drink once I make it back home. Detoxing my body, and eating less of the bad stuff. Okay? Yeah, eating less of the bad stuff. That's what I started doing. Okay, I've hit 8 minutes. Okay, so that's what I started doing to strengthen my immune system. Getting more, a multivitamin. Taking a really, really good multivitamin. Really helped. Because I was in the hospital a few years ago for a week. And I shared this recently, and I'm going to always share it because it's a part of my testimony. But I had a really bad, a very weakened immune system. Really bad. I mean, I just couldn't even walk. I couldn't even carry myself around, y'all. I couldn't make it to the bathroom. I couldn't dress myself. My son had to help me walk. My husband had to carry me, you know, from, you know, different places, you know, in my home. Isn't that something? I had to be carried. I was like 100 and I think the doctor said 114 point something, but I always try to give myself those little bit of extra ounces. And so I would say 115 pounds in the hospital bed. 115 pounds. And 115 pounds is not my normal weight. Nowhere near the weight I'm ever supposed to be. Ever. But I was very sick. Super sick. And so I woke up one morning, and there was a doctor standing at the end of my bed, just looking at me with what I called a funny face. And he said, "You're a puzzle, and we just can't figure it out." And I'm laying there looking at him. Remember, I'm coming out of a sleep, but I heard him say, and I'm looking at him, and he said it. So it was clear, and I'm thinking, but I'm not about to let y'all take me apart and try to put me back together again. That's what I was thinking. And so when I was released from the hospital with nothing, they were like, "Oh, I guess it was just a virus. You know, we don't know what it was. You just, you know, we don't know what was going on. But here you go. Bye-bye. And here is your thousands and thousands dollar bill for this week's stay." But when I was released, that was a huge wake-up call for me. And when I was released, I got busy with doing better, y'all. I didn't do my best. I don't always do my best, and I always do my best once I was released. But doing better, because if you do better, is the way I see it. If you start doing better, if you do better as much as you can, do better more often than you don't do better, then that will help you on the way to achieving your best. Not achieving perfection, but achieving your best. And my goal in this life, with this body, is to have the best body. And the only way I can do that is to do better with this body, right? And so that's why you all will always see things like the best body journey, the best body life, Cassie's best body journey, Cassie's best body reboot, things like that. But I made the decision when I was released from the hospital. I started doing better. I don't do better all the time. I don't do as good as I should all the time. But I do it more than I don't. And that's what I encourage people to do. Do better more than you don't, as you're striving for your best. Okay? And so, yeah, I supplement. I detox. I'm going to come right back because I want this video to remain this video, but I'm going to come right back and I'm going to talk about detoxing. So there will be a part 2 to this. But, yeah, and I just named some of the things that I do. If you look at any of my videos, recently you'll see, not even recently, if you go back, but you don't necessarily have to go back, scrolling all through my videos. But if you're watching this from the Best Body Life, yeah, if you click on my videos, scroll down to some of my first videos, you'll see that I talked about the liquid oxygen drops. Back then, I had this little sinus congestion. Back then, that was in like 2016. That was in 2017, I think. 2017 or 2018. And I was talking about my liquid oxygen then. Okay? Actually, it was live. I may have been live. I don't know if I was live or not. But, yeah, I was sharing those then because I had a little sinus congestion. And sinus congestion is something that started popping up with me, you know, that year actually. The year that I made that video. 2018, 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Actually, it started the year of that hospital visit. That's when it started, to be honest. But I just didn't know that's what it was back then. The nurse asked me, "Are you having a problem with your sinuses?" And I said, "No," because so many other things were going on. I didn't even notice the sinus congestion. So it actually was that year. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Because there's something else I want to touch on. And I want it to be in a different video. Because this one is already kind of long. So, a couple of things I mentioned. So I'll be back because here they come. So we're headed to the next stop. But anyway, catch the next video, catch part 2 of this, and I will see y'all back here in just a little while.